you guys want to be doing this to your opponents in ranked? If so, then make sure you guys stick around because I'm going to show you exactly how to snake here in MW2. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, here we are on Greenberg Hotel. I chose this map just because there are so many different examples of where to snake and how to do it, and different opportunities you can do it in hardpoint, in control. So let's hop right into it. So first things first, unfortunately, you're only going to be able to do this if you're on controller. So if you are a PC player, go out and buy a controller, plug it in, start getting good, and then come back to the video. So now that you're a controller player, what you're going to want to do is hit start, go to settings, controller, tab over to advanced, go all the way down to movement behaviors, and then right here, tactical sprint behavior is going to be normally on double tap. And what this is when you go to sprint, normally if you click sprint once, you'll sprint, and if you click it again, then you'll tack sprint. But that makes snaking near impossible. So what you're going to want to do is change that from double tap to single tap run. And what that does is change the setting, so now you only have to click sprint once and he'll auto tack sprint. So now that you've changed that setting, you are ready to start snaking. So what you're going to want to go ahead and do is come over to some cover about stomach height. Basically anywhere where if you crouch, you can't really see past it. You can't shoot past it without just shooting over it. Any cover that's at eye level when you crouch, it's going to be perfect for this. So come to something like this, and what you're going to want to go ahead and do, which you guys can see on the controller here underneath the webcam, is you're going to want to hold back on the left stick and at the same time go prone. And then as soon as you go prone, you're going to want to sprint out of it. Just click it once, forwards, click sprint out of it, and then you're going to hold back, prone, sprint out of it. And you're going to want to do that really quick. One trick that I do to make sure I get the timing right pretty much every single time is you're going to see when he goes prone, his hand comes off the gun. Now, as soon as you see the hand come off the gun, you're going to want to sprint forwards like that. And once you start practicing it, you're going to get it down pretty pat, and you're going to be able to do it pretty smoothly and start snaking the hell out of your opponents. All you got to do is snake, keep an eye on where you think the opponents are coming from, and as soon as you see them, sprint out of it and start shooting them. So this may take you a while. Don't get discouraged. It only took me about 5 to 10 minutes to really get down pat, but once you start practicing it, you're going to get super good at it, and you're going to be able to do it no problem in ranked play or in pubs if you're really feeling dangerous. At first, it's going to feel like a liability doing it. You're going to feel like you're focusing so much on the actual controls and not going to be able to be focusing on the enemy. But I promise you, once you start to get good at it, it'll literally just come so easy to you, and it'll be like second nature. So now that you've got the movement down pat, what are some examples of where I can use this? Well, that's a great question, Ethan, and I'm sure everybody was thinking about this at home. So here we are on P1. I'm going to show you 3 great examples of where you can do this. So obviously exactly where we were doing it, if you know your team is back here and they're spawning back here, then being on this right here is going to be perfect if you know they're coming from reception or from double arches or from mid. And being able to do this, you're going to be able to watch over all 3, even if they decide to come this side connector, you're going to be able to do that. If they come here, you are going to want to have a teammate watching that connector, maybe if they're down here or if they're over here or if they're couches or if they're on catwalk. Either way, you're going to want this side connector to be covered. But either way, right here, perfect if you know they're coming from double arches. Another solid spot is right here. The only problem is kind of how tight it is right here. So you're going to have to commit to either watching couches, this side catwalk, or the back heady, and you can do it right here. Obviously you can see all 3 of those, and if they come mid as well, you can do that. Or you can come this side and you're going to be able to watch this side catwalk, this side connector, and this is a perfect spot if you know your teammates are spawning out here. If they're spawning P2, then being right here is perfect. Another spot, and this one's a little bit more risky just because your mid isn't covered and your back connector isn't covered, but right here, if you know they're spawning out, if you know they're spawning corridor, couches, wherever, then right here is also a great option. Moving on to P2 here, there are a few good options here as well. Obviously, there are 2 main headies on this hill. There's this one, and then there's this one. And so you can snake on both of these. If you know they're coming spa, or if you know they're coming reception and someone has your shandy, then feel free to do it here. Or if you know that they're coming chandelier or reception even, then doing it here is also perfect. Or if you're playing outside of the hill, you can do it behind this desk here and watch if they're coming in through mid. Also, feel free to just shoot these off if you know they're going to get in your way. You're going to have a way clearer sight of when they come, and you're not going to have to worry about shooting through anything. So moving on to P3, obviously there are a ton here. You could come right here if you want to watch TV or if you want to watch freezer. Again, I recommend probably shooting all this stuff in the way so it doesn't get in your way when you're shooting, or just for your general line of sight. If you want to watch side door, you can come here, or if you want a bit more of a view on the opponent, you can come here as well and do it here. It'll be a little bit easier to shoot them because you'll be able to see a bit more of them. Or if you come back here, this is a perfect spot to watch freezer. It's a perfect spot to watch TV. It's a perfect spot to watch backdoor if you know a teammate has your side door. So P4, there's a few spots as well. Here, if you know they're coming from spa or reception, you can kind of snake here. You're going to be a little bit open to reception, but if you know they're coming spa, feel more than free to use this. Also, if you want to use this back here, you're going to be able to watch corridor, you're going to be able to watch stairs, you're going to be able to watch bottom bedroom, top bedroom. All 4 spots are you're going to be able to see an enemy if they poke their head there, and it's going to be perfect. You can also get the exact same lines of sight here. You can watch top bedroom, bottom bedroom, mid or corridor, and then stairs as well. And then here you can also kind of come over here if you get a call out that they're coming reception and you know they're about to push through. Again, if you want to play out of the hill, then the desk is another perfect location to do this. You're going to be able to watch reception. You're going to be able to watch if they're in the hill and they start pushing out, you're going to be able to fuck them up. So moving on to P5, this is a great location and a great one to practice on because it's both A control and it's P5, and you can watch literally every single angle and snake every single entrance point. So if you come into the mid of these booths, you're going to be able to use them to snake both if they're coming from chandelier, if they're coming from rugs / double doors, and then if you turn around, you're going to be able to watch catwalk room if they're coming that side from rugs, and then of course you're going to be able to watch freezer. And if you're good, you can kind of go back between the two. You can kind of even see both. You want to watch freezer for a bit, and then you want to move over to catwalk corridor. Just practice a bit. You're going to be able to fluidly transition between the two with no problem. So P5, there aren't too many spots. Obviously, if you're feeling super risky, you can use these tables, but they don't really work. But if you come back here to stairs on this head glitch right here, which is already a nasty head glitch, if you want to be an even more rat and snake this, I mean, there's absolutely zero way anyone coming from top bedroom or from stairs, or even if they're coming up vans, there's no way they're going to be able to kill you off of this heady. Unfortunately, this isn't in the point, so you're going to need a teammate who's also playing point. And these stairs are a little bit weird. It's not the same normal because you kind of have to go up and forwards at the same time. But if you can get this down and you know somebody's watching your back spawn, I mean, just do it, bro. Who cares? A win's a win at the end of the day. So those are most of the snaking locations here in Greenberg Hotel. Obviously, there's a ton more where you can do this, but those are kind of the key ones you're going to want to practice because they're going to come the most in handy in ranked. Not too many people are doing this in pub, so I don't think it's super necessary. But if you're able to get this method down pat and really get good at it in the locations on hills or on control sites, you are going to be unkillable. So ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for the video here today. If you did find this useful and you find yourself winning more games because of the snaking method, make sure you guys smash the like button as it really helps the channel grow. If you enjoy the content here, make sure you're subscribing. We do tutorials, ranked play, class setups, the whole 9. So make sure you guys are sticking around so you don't miss a video here on the channel. But anyways, guys, that's going to do it for me. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.